afternoon. So today is a Sunday, it's a rest day to all of us. So let's go into the satsang session. So previous satsang in Ghost of God book we discuss about the Christian messenger of God. So that chapter we discuss on previous satsang. So today in that we discuss all the things, the Christian messenger, the ticket inspector, how he traveled to both sadhus, finally how then finally the Christian ticket inspector became fan and kind of love to both sadhus. So that all we discussed in previous attempt. So now the train reached to the Calcutta. Okay, Calcutta, as we already discussed, no, in previous time, Swami Ramdas Guruji board in one train, traveling towards north. Okay, so now the train is traveling to Calcutta and Dakshineshwar. The Dakshineshwar is famous temple in Calcutta. Lord Kali is there. Kali temple is there. So nowadays I didn't went there. Even I didn't see any not in Calcutta place and all. But I heard somebody says that Kali temple is very famous in Calcutta. It comes near the Ganges. So in this book only is mentioned. So let's discuss. Let's go into this satsang. Happy Sunday, good afternoon to all of us. Calcutta and Dakshineshwar. Both the sadhus launched out the darkness and coming upon the bank of the Ganges across a huge bridge over it. Now both Sadhuram and Ramdas Guruji walked across towards the Ganges River. The Ganges River means Ganga River, I think so. Ganga River. But exactly don't know what is a Ganges River or Ganga River, I don't know. But it looks like Ganga River. The cold was very great. Reaching the other side and turning to the left, they descended some steps and came to a place where a portion of temple close to the Ganges. So near the Ganges, both Sadhuram and Swami Ramdas Guruji reached some portion of the temple, that means the Dakshineshwar temple. They read some portions of the temple close to the Ganges. So near the Ganges, the temple is located where the both sadhus are reached. It is used by the Brahmins to attend spiritually upon the pilgrims after bath in the sky river. So when Brahmins priests and all, they usually do routine work in that river, Ganges river, no. So the Brahmins priests only usually take a bath in that river and go to the temple. Here the sadhus found here. It is used by the Brahmin to attend spiritually upon the pilgrim after the bath in the sacred river. Here the sadhus found a plank on which they rested for the night. Now the sadhus found a place to spend their night in Calcutta. Now the sadhus found a place to place they found for accommodation to stay in the night in Calcutta. Next day early morning they mounted up and proceeded to Calcutta. So next day morning they proceed to Calcutta. So it was these other things happened in one day, one small station in I think so. Okay, now next day morning they proceeded to Calcutta. Before that both Sadhuram and Swami Ramdas Guruji was walking in that moment they found a Ganges river and near to the temple Ganges river is there. In that this incident happened. They took a bath in the river, nearly Ganges river, and found a place and spent a night for the accommodation, for staying purpose. The next day morning they proceeded to Calcutta. So this before that these other things happen in one place. Okay, I think after in the previous chapter they bordered in one thing. No, so in that happened near the station. These are the things incidents happen. These are the incidents happen. Next day morning, early morning they mounted up and they proceeded to Calcutta. So Calcutta they proceeded. Making inquiries about the temple of Kali. They were directed towards Calicut. So not Calicut. Calicut is Koikol. No, not that. It's a Calicut. Calicut is a place in Calcutta. That place want to go by Sadhram and Swami Ramdas. So they both are inquiries. Encourage to the people how many kilometers to reach the temple of Lakshmineshwar. So they are all inquiring. Both sadhus are inquiring. Early morning, making inquiries about the temple of Kali. They were directed towards Kaligat, about 7 miles from the place. Okay, they want to go to Kaligat place. They are inquiring. So how many kilometers, how to go. So they are inquiring. So in due course they reach Kaligat. So finally they reach that place and they went straight up to the temple. So after reaching Kaligat, both Sadhram and Swami Ramdas reached towards to the temple. And they stood in front of the big image of Kali in black stone. So they finally saw reached the temple and they saw the get darshan of Kali. They saw only the image of Kali. Okay, for example, if you go any big temple, on the way the banners are there, no, not banners. They put like a symbolization. Okay, so this way only reaching the temple. So on the way of temple going, we will see that some pictures of temples. No, even for example, best example I want in Tirupati, and if you reach near the Tirupati border from Chennai or any other thing, that time you see the big picture, big picture of the Lord Venkateshwara, no. So in that way, while reaching the temple, Swami Ramdas and Sadhram saw this image of Kali in black stone. A large Dangan learning out of her withered mood. O Mother of the Universe, prayed Swami Ramdas Guru. Blessed thy weak and helpless child, may thy humble slave look upon all humankind as mother representing the divine form. So Swami Ramdas Guruji expressing Lord Kali, O Mother of the Universe. So Swami Ramdas Guruji praying to get the darshan of Lord Kali, because in previous chapter, in the Jagannath Puri also, when the heavy crowd was there, that time Swami Ramdas Guruji prayed to Lord Ram, no, oh Ram, how can I get darshan with this situation? So finally in the form of Lord Ram, the Brahmin boy take hands of both the Swami Ramdas and the Sadhram, and got in both sadhus got darshan. So same way, Swami Ramdas Guruji praying to the mother, okay, praying to divine mother. By saying, O Mother of the Universe, praying to Kali, praying to Lord Kali. Kali, pray Swami Ramdas, bless thy weak, helpless child, may thy slave look upon all humankind as mother representing thy divine form. So, Lord Swami Ramdas Guruji prayed to Lord Kali to want to see you. I want to see you. So kindly give you a solution and kindly help me. So kindly give me a solution and help them. Please. So Swami Ramdas Guruji expressing to Lord Kali, Mother Kali, Lord Divine Kali by saying these quotes. Here again Swami Ramdas Guruji experience a feeling of inexpressible joy and complete resignation to the Divine One. Tears flowed profusely from his eyes. It was all due to Mother's gaze. The sadhu stayed in Dharmasala, this place for 2 days. Finally, Swami Ramdas Guruji, once again. Finally, Swami Ramdas Guruji got the darshan of Lord Kali, Mother Kali. Okay. So after got the darshan by Swami Ramdas Guruji, Swami Ramdas Guruji felt happy, conscious joy feelings he got after getting darshan of Lord Kali. Then what happened means the sadhus are stayed in Dharmasala. In this next 2 days, both Sadhuram and Swami Ramdas stayed in Dharmasala. Retracing the steps back to Kolkata, the sadhus again arrived at the banks of the Ganges as prompted by Swami Ramdas then proposed to go to Dakshineshwar. So previously, Lord Swami Ramdas Guruji got the darshan of Lord Kali, Divine Kali. Now Swami Ramdas Guruji wanted. Now Swami Ramdas Guruji found one came to near the Ganges river. In that time, Swami Ramdas Guruji, Lord Ram instructed Swami Ramdas Guruji to go to get the darshan of Lord Dakshineshwar. And accordingly they boarded a steamboat. So in Calcutta and all, if you see Aura Bridge, I didn't view it practically. In Aura Bridge, under that many seas are there, many ocean, like a ocean is there. I saw on TV only, not in real. Okay, in Aura Bridge, under the Aura Bridge there are many ships are there to travel from one place to another. Nowadays it's all very quiet and many advancement technologies have came. In those years, assume that in the 18th century, how Swami Ramdas Guruji and how Sadhuram traveled to Dakshineshwar from both. Assume that what is the population of Kolkata during 18th century. Assume. It's a very surprising and practical one. Okay. So then finally Swami Ramdas Guruji then proposed to go to Dakshineshwar. Accordingly they boarded a steamboat. Their kind friend having furnished them with tickets, which carried them to the beach of the Ganges. On the banks, Vidya related a long distance away from Calcutta. So finally, previously while traveling to Dakshineshwar in board, so they have to buy ticket. Okay. But Swami Ramdas Guruji and the sadhu did not carry any money, did not carry any tickets and all, no. But fortunately, the one person, one kind friend have a bunch of tickets. So they help, that friend helped to Swami Ramdas Guruji and Sadhuram to board in the steamboat. This was 10 o'clock in the night. The night was dark. With some friends on the road, they inquired the way of leading to Dakshineshwar. And decided they walked on from lane to lane. So now after so now both sadhus, okay, now both sadhus was not able to travel in both to these Dakshineshwar because they are not ticket, no, they are no money. So, but the kind friend was having even though more tickets, but they were not able to purchase that ticket to travel in steamboat. So, finally, both the Salyam and Swamiramdas are walking and inquiring to reaching the Dakshineshwar. Okay, from lane to lane, the night 10 p.m. Okay, assume that in 18th century under 9 10 p.m. under how the Calcutta city was. Nowadays, till mid morning, the people are roaming, the people are there, the vehicles are going. Assume that in the 18th century, after 10 p.m. all the people will sleep at night and nobody was there in the roads. Not like nowadays. Nowadays, every people are there. Every people are working till midnight. So in 18th century, how it was assumed. Remarkable one. Remarkable. Walk on from land to land, and then two fields losing their way as places went off a guide. So now Swami Ramdas Guru and Sadhuram now they was confused how to go in which direction how to go to reach Dakshineshwar. So they found one guide. It was Ram's work who was testing these devotees. So Swami Ramdas Guru expressed it was Ram's will testing our devotees. However, by his grace, the sadhus reached at last the entrance of this famous temple at night. So sadhus, however, both Swami Ramdas Guru and Sadhu Ram reached one temple in the midnight. Now they found a big massive front door shut down which they knocked. So they found one big door, but they have knocked. What happened is the door opened and a voice in a high key demanded. So they found a door and they knocked. So after knocking, one voice said, okay, who is there? Two wandering sadhus came for the darshan of Kali. Replied Swami Ramdas Guruji. So two wandering, Dakshineshwar, one second. Both sadhus knocked one door. Okay, in that form, they heard a voice. The voice and asked the question, "Who are you?" So suppose if anybody knocks our home means we ask them, who are you? Why are you coming from? What is the purpose of coming this place, coming to me? So these questions are not asked, no. So there ways the one person asked to these sadhus, okay, who are you? Who is that? The Swami Ramdas Guru replied, two wandering sadhus came for the darshan of Kali. That is ordered. You cannot come in now. You may do so tomorrow morning. So the person saying, you cannot come now. You can come tomorrow morning. So saying, this friend was about to close the door in the face of the sadhu, but both of them quietly got in spite of his remonstrance, and he was found later to be the night watchman. So so they reached one temple. They reached one temple in the midnight. So they want to sleep. No, so they found both sadhus found one door, one house of the door, and knocked, but that person said, so tomorrow, no, not now, not now. So tomorrow morning when you have to come, tomorrow morning we'll see. The person will say, said to the sadhus, but what sadhus will stay during midnight? So they want to sleep, no. So what happened means after the person replied to the sadhus are found one veranda, I think so, one veranda or one door. So they are sitting in one place like a night watchman. Okay, both Salam and the sadhus did not sleep well, and they are not able to get accommodation for night sleep. So they are like a night watchman. Night watchman. Both the sadhus walked into a large square of the temple, fully resolved not to turn back until they obtained the darshan of Kali. The kind watchman who got well first stopped and told the pilgrims that they could get the darshan of Kali, but they must not think of staying in the temple for the night, as it was against the rules to do so. So once again I will read, okay. What the sadhus walked into the large square of the temple. So now the sadhus walked the large outside area of the temple, fully resolved not to turn back until they get the darshan of Kali. Until they obtain the darshan of Kali. So while they walked in the large surroundings of the temple, so Swami Ramdas Guruji told the Sadharam, don't turn back until we get the darshan of, getting the darshan of the Kali. So one watchman is okay, one watchman, a kind watchman. The kind watchman was comes towards them, and ask them, okay, where are you coming from? What do you want? So the kind watchman asked inquired about two sadhus, okay. So the sadhus was not able to accommodate to spend the night sleep, okay, during midnight, okay. But they are found. But they are not able to stay and sleep and during in the outside of the temple itself also, because that was a rules in previous years, and there was a rule not to stay inside the temple, not to sleep outside the temple. There was certain rules, the temple restrictions are there. So in that rule, the watchman is also must obey the rules. Okay, that's why the watchman said. Okay, the kind watchman who got violence first softened and told. So for initially the watchman was harsh and they told the pilgrims, okay, and they could get the darshan of Lord Kali. But the watchman said to pilgrims, watchman said to sadhus, don't stay here to spend the night in the outside of the temple. It is against the rules of law. As per rule, I must follow, said by the watchman. That is Kali affair. None of us to think at the present. Replies Swami Ramdas Guruji. Swami Ramdas Guruji said, it's all Lord Kali, Mother Divine Kali's affair. So Lord Kali only makes the situation and to handle this by Swami Ramdas Guruji. They walked to the place here whence light was proceeding and found themselves standing in front of the image of body. So what happened means after the watchman said, so both sadhus were walking. In that time what happened means they one fortunate time they stand in front of the Lord Kali image. So they stand in front of the Lord Kali image. Yeah. So that becomes a still joy of Swami Ramdas Guru. So because even though they didn't go to the temple, but the Lord Kali image they are standing in front of no. So while both sadhus saw that Swami Ramdas Guruji become very still joy. So still joy. Then what happened means the love died. Course to Swami Ramdas Guruji. Flame at the sight of the figure of Lord Kali. The pure ideal of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So Lord Kali is the ideal of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Because Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is the devotee of Lord Divine Mother Kali. That well known, saint of Dakshineshwar. While they were standing with folded hands before the ideal, their friend issued out of the temple, and finding the sadhus gave him the sum of Kali Prasad to eat. What an experience! So, what happened means Swami Ramdas Guruji and the sadhus were walking in some other road. That time what happened means Swami Ramdas Guruji, both sadhus are see the idol of Lord Kali, Mother Divine Kali. So what happened? Next then after seeing that the image of Lord Kali, Swami Ramdas Guruji and Sadhanam became feeling a chill of joy and assumed that and they see the Lord Kali in the form of this image. But as you know that Swami Ramakshama Guruji is a well-known ideal worship of Lord Kali, Lord Mother Divine Kali. But that day what happened means a kind friend was standing, okay? A kind friend was standing and that friend gave some eatable items to both sadhus and instructed them to eat. Because Swami Ramdas Guruji did not ingest to eat. As I already said, no. Whoever instructed Swami Ramdas Guruji to eat, that time only Swami Ramdas Guruji think, oh, I didn't eat that. Lord Ram only makes me to eat. So in that moment, Swami Ramdas Guruji, a kind friend, gave some eatable items to Swami both sadhus and instruct to eat that Kali Prasad, that which is Lord Kali Prasad, Mother Divine Kali Prasad. Swami Ramdas Guruji then questioned, it was the wish of Mother Kali to grant them refuge for the night in the temple. So Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed the opinion that it was a wish of Lord Kali to spend in the night. The Pujari, this kind friend, was such hesitated and said, according to the rules of the temple, the outsiders are allowed to sleep during night inside the temple. However, since it is nearly midnight now, it would be hard to indeed to send you out in darkness and cold. So according to the rules, they have to follow. According to the rules, the outsiders are allowed to sleep inside the temple during night. Okay, but it's midnight, overly midnight, so it was not able to give permission to sleep inside the temple. So, but the Pujari, kind of Pujari felt it really sad. It was really sad to say to to go out during the midnight hours out of the temple, okay? O Ram, no rules, no regulations are binding upon the Thai Bhaktas to attain Thai glorious name means to be at once free from all bonds, all days, all rules and all fetters. Then the kind Pujari friend led the sadhus to an open Dharmasala at the banks of the Ganges. So Lord Ram expressed, Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed the feelings of Lord Ram. O Ram, no rules, no regulations are binding upon Thai Bhaktas, to utter the glorious name at once from the all bonds, all days, all rules and all fetters. So, Swami Ramdas Guruji expressing to Lord Ram that the rules and regulations are blinding upon. So it's make some earthing and suckling to get nice sleep in the temple. So kindly provide for the accommodation. Swami Ramdas Guruji playing and expressing the feelings. But the kind of Pujari friend, allow the sadhus to get accommodation in Dharmasala near the Ganges river, okay? Ganges, banks of the Ganges. He again provided them with some eatables and pressed them to eat. The kind of Pujari was very kind to the sadhus and again provided the eatables to press the sadhus to eat. Swami Ramdas Guruji kindness knows no bounds in their place occupied by the sadhus. Sleep was out of question. Not only was the cold very severe due to the chill breeze blowing from the river, but also a quite dust of mosquitoes common attacking sadhus in a grim manner. Even though sadhus, these two sadhus, okay, both Swami Ramdas Guruji and Sadhu Ram reached Dharmasala to spend their sleep at night. That time also, both sadhus were not able to sleep peace at all because it was a very cold climate, no? So all sadhus were sleeping in the inside the temple. But near the Ganges it feels very cold. So what happened? Mosquitoes also biting. So there was no getting proper sleep of both Sadhu Ram and his Swami Ramdas Guruji during midnight. This is a terrible state of things, cried out the Sadhu Ram. The Sadhu Ram feels, oh Swami, I didn't get good sleep, mosquitoes and all biting. Oh, the very cold climate, how I was manageable to sleep in this place, said Sadhu Ram to Swami Ramdas Guruji. So in Tirupati there was only cold which was comparatively tolerable, but here it is coupled with soft sting of mosquitoes. So in Tirupati the cold was terrible to Sadhu Ram, but in Dakshineshwar, Calcutta, the mosquitoes were terrible to Sadhu Ram. That's why Sadhu Ram was grumbling to Swami Ramdas Guruji. Swami Ramdas Guruji said, it was all right, friend, replied Swami Ramdas Guruji. Ram's kindness cannot be sufficiently praised. He has found a most efficient method to keep Swami Ramdas Guruji awake to enable him to perform Ram Bhajan without sleep, enjoying upon in the least. So Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed that all Ram. So Lord Ram only kindness is always a very great, sufficiently praised. But Swami Ramdas Guruji always doing meditation of Ram, no? So in that way the Lord Ram gave the place for accommodation during midnight. So in that way Swami Ramdas Guruji started his routines, spiritual routines of doing meditation of Ram. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed, Lord Ram only makes me to test the situation and provide a suitable and makes me to do meditation of Ram, said by Swami Ramdas Guruji. Well, what all that the sadhu said who was now busy driving away the winged guest by waving on the floor the piece of cloth with which he covered the body. The Sadhuram said, well, Swami, well. The Sadhuram was not able to sleep, no. So he was setting the clothes anywhere, cloth, any bedsheet for covering the body because the mosquitoes are pinging, no. So during, when I asked him that, if we sleep without fan, okay, nowadays it was a cool climate, no. So during summer, heavy summer days, assume that if we sleep without the fan, the mosquitoes sound will be so that sound will be disturbed. Okay. Likewise, the Sadhuram was faced a terrible situation. Okay. So terrible cold was very harmful. Very not harmful to Sadhuram. Now the mosquitoes, Sadhuram was searching the clothes to cover the body and sleep well. So let's see what happened. The sadhus when they are disturbed and complaining and fretting and complaining while Swami Ramdas was suffering to cure it all by observing in mind in the meditation of Ram. So Swami Ramdas Guruji was started the meditation of Ram, but the Sadhuram started his grumbling and not able to sleep well because the mosquitoes are going on. So the mosquitoes are disturbing the Sadhuram sleep, okay? But Swami Ramdas Guruji did not observe his grumble. He always conscious in the meditation of Ram, okay? Who in a short time made him unconscious of his body. So while doing meditation, Swami Ramdas Guruji became unconscious of his body. So that time in which state he remained most of the night. So the night was gone, okay, but the Sadhuram did not sleep well due to the mosquito's trouble. The day was just breaking. The Sadhuram get up and asked Swami Ramdas to follow him out of the place. He didn't know where to go, but one thing, he wanted to be away from the place at the earliest opportunity. The sadhu had not proceeded off fooling from the temple. When they met the puchari who had been to hospitalize them the previous night coming in front of them. Then, why are you going so early? All the kind-hearted friends. You should not go away unless you take away the midday meal, the prasad of Kali Bay, get back to the temple. The invitation had to be accepted. Both return to the temple. The wrong ways are mysterious indeed. So what happened means, I will explain. I'm explaining now. So the Sadhuram was grumbled to Swami Ramdas, but Swami Ramdas Guruji became unconscious, okay? But the Sadhuram did not sleep well due to the mosquitoes trouble. Next day, when the Sadhuram wake up and told the Swami Ramdas, come away from this place. The day was just breaking and when the Sadhuram got up and asked Swami Ramdas to follow him out of the place. So Sadhuram told the Swami Ramdas Guruji, follow me to go out of this place. But Swami Ramdas Guruji did not but the Sadhguru did not know where to go. But one thing the Sadhguru was fixed to be away from the place at the earliest opportunity. But the sadhus proceeded walk from the short walk from the temple, but suddenly both Swami Ramdas Guru and the Sadhguru met one Pujari, okay, Pujari, and he told this, the Sadhguru told this incident to him. But Pujari asked, where are you going early? You should not go to the out of the temple. You have to take the midday meal. Okay. So the Pujari instructed both sadhus not to go outside of the temple. You have to get the midday meal of Kali Prasad in the temple. So both of them accepted. Both sadhus and the Swami Ramdas Guru accepted. And then they back to the temple. Wash yourself and your clothes in the Ganges, suggested the Pujari. In due time you will be invited for dinner. As suggested by him, both descended a number of steps leading to the scared river, which they bathed and also washed their clothes. Coming up to the temple courtyard, they spread wet cloths in the sun of drying. They understand that warming themselves from the source of heat. The following thoughts then caused Swami Ramdas Guru mind. So the Pujari said to both sadhus, so go and take the bath in the river. Okay. So finally both sadhus and Swami Ramdas Guru went up to the Ganges river and make fresh themselves and cleaning the clothes and drying the clothes in the outside base in the sun, okay, to the source of the nature of the sun, okay. So that was time. So in this, what Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed a lot of O Ram, thou wast born the unworthy slave to this temple, become the greatness of the saint Sri Ramakrishna. So Swami Ramdas Guruji assumed that the Pujari sent by Lord Ram looks Swami Ramdas Guruji assumed that Lord Ram you send a kind fan who looks like a saint of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Guruji, who flourished there here at one time, whose teachings have spread all over the world. Somehow thou hast presented the slave from leaving place in the morning. After the midday meal, he has to bid farewell to the place. But before doing so, would it not be well, O Ram, to acquaint thy slave with the spot where the great saint lived and performed the austerities and meditation? So Swami Ramdas Guruji, what expressed means, what expressed to Lord means, O Ram, you make me a kind friend who is in the form of Saint Lord Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So I feel Lord Ram makes me a very good friend sent by Lord Ram. Expressed, okay. Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed that Lord Ram makes me in this situation and get the darshan of Lord Kali, and in the form of Lord Ram, the Pujari was very kind to them. So after eating midday meal, both Swami Ramdas Guruji and Swami Ramdas and Sadharam leave out of this place and they travel to some other place of journey. So these are the things we discuss. The remaining chapter will continue on any other day. So again I will read. O Ram, thou hast brought thy unworthy slave to the temple. So which means with the form of Ram, the Pujari came and helped Swami Ramdas for the accommodation to spend night. But the sadhu, because Swami Ramdas did meditation, no, and meditation got a place of doing meditation, no. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed thanks to Swami Lord Ram. Lord Ram. So because of the greatness of saints, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Guruji, who flourished here at one time. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Guruji's teaching was spread all over the world, expressed by Swami Ramdas Guruji. Somehow, thou hast prevented the slave from leaving the place in the morning. So somehow Swami Ramdas Guruji wanted to leave from the place in the morning itself. After the midday meal, okay. After Swami Ram and Swami Ramdas Guruji had a midday meal, a big farewell happened to them, to these sadhus, okay, by the Pujari person. But before doing so, would it not be well? So before doing that, it is not well like this, okay. Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed, O Ram, to obtain thy slave the spot where the great saint lived and performed other deeds and meditation. So finally, Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed that, O Ram, thank you for giving a place for doing meditation on yesterday night. It felt really a thrill of joy and helped me a lot. So thanks, O Ram. Your kindness is all to your kindness of love and affection to all devotees is that. So that's why Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed. Okay. So another one paragraph I will read, and that paragraph I will stop this paragraph, and the remaining paragraph will continue in next satsang on any other day. Okay. Scarcely 5 minutes had passed since these thoughts were working in his mind, when a young and tall sannyasi dressed in coat, reaching nearly to his feet, and his forehead smelled with a type of chandan. Chandan means I think chandanam, I think so. Chandan, sandal base, yeah, chandanam. Walked up to where Swami Ramdas Guruji was sitting, and he sat beside him. After an exchange of salute, he spoke. So what happened means after a few minutes, they walked one place, okay. After a few minutes, these thoughts are working. These thoughts are coming to the mind of Swami Ramdas Guruji. But what happened means a tall young sannyasi saw these thoughts, okay, and comes straight away to them, okay, comes in front of them, okay, comes in front of Swami Ramdas Guruji and forehead, and it says, and forehead after that, forehead with the prasadam of chandan means chandanam, okay, sandal paste, okay. So while Swami Ramdas was sitting, the tall sannyasi was followed to Swami Ramdas Guruji with chandan, okay, chandan. So after that, what conversation happened between tall sannyasi and Swami Ramdas Guruji? Whether you have not heard of the great saint of Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, who lived here some years ago? Yes, friend Ram. So when that tall sannyasi asked the conversation between Swami Ramdas Guruji and the sannyasi. the sannyasi told, "Brother, you have heard the great saint of Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, who lived here some years ago." So the sannyasi are asking, inquired, okay, I inquired or asking, whatever we can say, okay. Well, the sannyasi told to Swami Ramdas Guruji, brother, have you heard that this Dakshineshwar temple where Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Guruji lived? Have you heard this? But Swami Ramdas Guruji replied, "Yes, friend, Lord Ram only brought him thus here. For that very reason," replied Swami Ramdas Guruji, who was then wandering in inscrutable ways of Ram. So Swami Ramdas Guruji said that it's all Ram only brought me to this place. It's all a game of playing of. It's not a game. It's all playing of Ram to come. Ram to makes me to come this place of the Kineshwar. So the remaining paragraph will continue in next satsang on any other day. So today's topic is simply says that, okay, after I reached Swami Ramdas Guruji and Sadhu Ram in Calcutta, that time during midnight, so there was no, both of them was not able to sleep, okay. So they found they are not allowed, as per the rules, they are not allowed inside the temple to stay in the midnight. Okay, for what happened means one kind of pujari helped sadhus to stay and to found a place and accommodate in that okay during midnight. But in that midnight the sadhu was not able to sleep due to mosquitoes trouble. Okay. In that what happened means it was a terrible cold climate. So Sadhu Ram was not able to sleep and the mosquitoes was biting. The sound was terrible to Sadhu Ram. So Swami Ramdas Guruji started the meditation of Ram. Okay, during that time the night was spent in that way of movement. After Sadhu Ram get up in the morning, told Swami Ramdas, "Follow me." But Sadhu Ram did not go where I want to go. So follow me out of the place. Said by Sadhu Ram to Swami Ramdas Guruji. So while going Swami Ramdas Guruji and Sadhu Ram, the Pujari asked, "Where are you going in the early morning?" But Sadhu Ram told, you must not go out of the temple. You have to get the prasad of Lord Kali in the midday meal. Okay? So kindly go and refresh yourself in a Ganges river, said by the Pujari to these sadhus. But Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed Lord Ram, okay? Lord Ram, and by saying these quotes, "O Ram, rules and regulation are blindly, that rules and that quotes and that we discussed today." Then what happened means, after refreshment, what happened means, after refreshment, what happened means, Swami Ramdas Guruji expressed Lord Ram quote. Okay, that and all we discussed. Okay, that and all we discussed. And after that, what happened means. They got a big respect in that place, and both these sadhus get a big farewell, after they had midday meals, after they had dinner and midday meals in the temple. So after that what happened means, while walking a few moments, one tall sannyasi came and followed to Swami Ramdas Guruji, with chandan. Chandan means chandanam, okay, chandan. Then after that what happened means, the tall sannyasi told to Swami Ramdas Guruji, this place of Dakshineshwar, where Lord Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Guruji lived. Do you know? Have you heard this? Told by tall sannyasi to Swami Ramdas Guruji. But Swami Ramdas Guruji replied, yes, and Ramvalli brought me in this temple. So it's all Ram's will to make me to back to this temple. So these are not we discussed in today's satsang. The remaining paragraph will continue in the satsang on any other day. So Hari Om, I will enjoy a Sunday, evening, Sunday, afternoon. Have a good day to all of us. Thank you. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.